Alright, let's talk about high school. Probably the most unhinged social experiment of all time. You've got every type of person shoved into one building, and somehow there's always that handful of kids that everybody collectively can't stand. Doesn't matter what grade you're in, where you're from, these kids exist in every school. So today we're breaking down the most hated kids in school. We're starting off strong with the teacher's pet, aka the kid that single-handedly makes school worse for everybody. They don't just do their homework, they remind the teacher to collect yours. Like, bro, we're all 1 minute away from getting away with it, and you just had to open your mouth. These kids act like they're getting a Harvard scholarship for snitching on the class, but all they're getting is a gold star and a personality built on telling adults what they want to hear. And let's not forget when the teacher leaves the room and they're immediately in charge, acting like they just got promoted to principal. Like, no, Sarah, I don't care if Miss Johnson said no talking. I want to whisper, I'm gonna whisper. The hatred for teachers' pets has been around forever, and out of all the people we're gonna go over, they're probably the most unanimously disliked group on this list. The teacher's pet does serve a pretty important role for most people growing up because your early exposure to this sort of snitching behavior trains you to detest and avoid these people at all costs, which is good. It's like a survival instinct. You don't want to be around snitches. You don't want to be friends with your ops. But yeah, they're super annoying, pesky, and they yearn for validation from the teacher. All right, next up, we got the try-hard athlete. We get it, bro. You're on the team. That's cool and all, but why do you act like you're already in the NFL draft? These guys don't just play sports. They make sure every single person in the school knows they play sports. You could be talking about literally anything, and they'll find a way to bring it back to their last game. Yo, did you do the math homework? Nah, but I dropped 30 last game. Did you see the new Spider-Man movie? Nah, sorry, bro. I was too busy grinding in the gym. Like, we get it, man. Your life is sports, but you don't need to remind us every 5 minutes. And then there's the jersey situation. Like, if it's game day, I get it, but why are you wearing your full uniform on a random Tuesday? The worst part by far is gym class. Like, these guys treat dodgeball like it's game 7 of the NBA Finals. Like, calm down. You're not making it to ESPN Top 10 for hitting a kid who hasn't run since middle school. It's nuts. They take it so seriously, and there's nothing they get from it. And of course, there's always the bench warmer, the dude who hypes himself up like he's carrying the team, but he hasn't touched the court since tryouts. Every game, he's on the sideline yelling, "Let's go!" Meanwhile, coach hasn't looked in his direction once. We all respect dedication to the sport, but bro, maybe try dedicating yourself to passing math class too. Next up, we have the stoners who take over the bathroom. Now, no hate to stoners in general. I mean, like, if you're in high school smoking some dope, that's kind of par for the course. I feel like a lot of people just try it at some point when they're young. But the ones who turn the school bathroom into a smoke lounge, get out. You walk in there just trying to pee, and suddenly it's a hot box from hell. Some kid named Kyle is posted up in the stall, like he pays rent, hitting a cart that smells like expired battery acid. And the worst part is they act offended when you walk in. Bro, what are you doing here? Using the bathroom. My guy, this is not your apartment. You don't pay rent here. These dudes never leave either. You'd think at some point they'd run out of stuff to do in there, but nope, they will be in the same stall from 8 a.m. to lunchtime, treating it like the break room. I've seen some of them bring snacks in there. Like, you're eating in the bathroom, the place where people do the worst things. There's no way you actually have an appetite after watching some kid nearly clog the toilet with a half-digested breakfast burrito. And by 5th period, these guys are fucking fried. They're just staring at the clock like it personally wronged them. You could say anything and they just blink. Hey bro, the principal's right behind you. Word. At this point, you're learning absolutely nothing. Just go home, bro. High school bathrooms are already a circus. There's enough piss and poop and farting and whatever to replace the oxygen. I don't think we need marijuana in the air to give people more cancer and radiation than they are already getting from being in the bathroom. But you know, they're shameless. They really are. I mean, I feel like if you want to get high during school, I'm not encouraging this, but please don't stink up the bathroom. Just take a gummy or whatever you gotta do. All right, next up, we got the couple that treats school like their honeymoon. These two act like every hallway is their personal rom-com. They're holding hands, walking slow, blocking foot traffic, and you know, class started 45 seconds ago, and I'm about to be late because these two are just fully making out, slipping tongue, swapping spit in front of my locker. Move. And the worst part is they're never like a normal couple. It's always a dude who looks like he hasn't showered in 4 days and a girl who posts "I hate men" on Instagram. Like, yeah, we can tell. She's always posting cryptic quotes like loyalty over everything, even though they've broken up 6 times since the semester started. And let's talk about, you know, actually, I was gonna say let's talk about this, but I kind of don't want to talk about it. But let's talk about lunch period. Why do these couples always feel the need to sit on each other's laps in the cafeteria? cafeteria. You know, there's open seats everywhere. You're not in a go-kart. You have plenty of space. Fast forward a month and now they're screaming at each other in the cafeteria like it's the season finale of a reality show. We're just trying to eat our lunch without hearing how he liked another girl's post. Handle that after school. On that note, they also never argue in a normal way. No, these two go full Broadway performance mode every time. You've got the dramatic monologues, over-the-top gestures, and at least one person like fake crying into their hands. We're watching a live reenactment of a soap opera fight scene, except instead of cutting to the commercial, we're just awkwardly eating our food while it unfolds. Handle it after school. Alright, next up we got the kid who's always in trouble but never learns. Every school has that one dude who treats detention like it's an after-school club. He's been sent to the principal's office so many times that he could probably lead the way blindfolded. And he always acts shocked when he gets in trouble, like, bro, you just threw a textbook across the room and now you're confused why the teacher wrote you up. What did you think was gonna happen? He's also always trying to be funny but is never funny. Instead of cracking a joke, he just makes loud random noises in the class like a rejected Vine compilation. You're not a stand-up comedian, you're just annoying. And of course, he thinks he's some kind of outlaw, talking about, yeah, the principal hates me. Bro, the principal doesn't hate you, he just wants you to graduate and leave. And then there's like the worst kind, who the kid who thinks like getting suspended is cool. Yeah, bro, I just got 3 days off, let's go. Like, congratulations, you gave yourself an F in 4 classes. Good job. Look, I don't hate these kinds of people, I just want them to stop thinking that ruining their life is fucking awesome. They treat themselves worse than they do anybody else, so at the end of the day, their mistakes only come back to haunt them. But yeah, knock it off. Next up, we got the girl who thinks she's the main character in an indie movie. She only drinks iced coffee, wears oversized sweaters in the middle of July, and says everything in the most dramatic way possible. Her Instagram captions are always something like, just lost a soul trying to find my way. Some people change like the seasons. Or this is the best one, you wouldn't get it. Like, bro, what is there to get? You go to algebra and eat cafeteria chicken nuggets just like the rest of us. She always writes poetry in class, even though nobody asked. It's always like the most dramatic nonsense, like the rain falls, but so do I. Like, okay, Emily, chill. And the music taste, she only listens to, quote, underground artists that have, 90 million monthly listeners, like Taylor Swift. It's so stupid. Oh my god. These people do not have any impact on your life like some of the others in this list, but they're just so annoying and so full of themselves. It's the main character complex is nuts. Alright, last but not least, we got the rich kid who thinks he's a GTA character. This dude rolls up to school every day like he's in Fast and Furious, showing up in his dad's 2024 BMW, acting like he bought it with his own money. Like, bro, your biggest financial decision was choosing an extra guac at Chipotle. Relax. And of course, this guy's always talking about money. Yeah, my dad's company just hit 6 figures. Yeah, we're going to Dubai this summer. You wouldn't understand. I only wear designer. Like, yeah, we're in the same math class. You just failed the quiz on fractions. Please humble yourself. The worst part is they also suck at driving. They have a car worth more than the entire school cafeteria, but they drive like they got their license from a fucking cereal box, swerving through the parking lot, nearly hitting pedestrians, trying to flex their car, but parking like it's the first day on earth. And then they act like there's some underground street racer because they went 10 miles over the speed limit. Like, bro, you almost chipped a mailbox in a gated community. Relax. Anyway, that's about it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace.